Good evening, my Spockleites. What's going on? I hope you all have a lovely evening. I certainly have. I got to give away 18 Pokemon. That is a big number. So, yeah, congratulations to all to those 3 people that have won it. But that's another video. So let's focus on this match. Today I have a match against 2x4. I wanted to test out some Pokemon. As you can see in the team preview, I'm bringing my trusty old Akamaru and Treebeard the Trevenant, which you have seen from previous videos, as well as the Mamoswine. Other than that, I've brought 3 new Pokemon, one of which is Greninja, which is a Choice Specs Special Sweeper with U-turn, just to get some momentum off, and then Dragonite and Metagross, and both of them are carrying Weakness Policy. That's actually the goal of my battle today, is that I wanted to test out the Weakness Policy sweeps. So yeah, I'm battling against 2x4, who's bringing some decent threats to the team, like the Haxorus and the Aerodactyl and Dragonite himself, so the Infernape, and Tyrantrum and Magnezone. So this is going to be an interesting battle, I'm sure of it. So let's just get started right away. And so 2x4 is issuing a challenge, and I gladly accept, of course. And he starts off with the Magnezone, while I lead off with Akamaru. Basically, his entire team was physically based, so I figured an early Intimidate off would get me some switch initiative. But of course he starts with his Special Sweeper, so I have to switch out here, and I go into Treebeard expecting the Volt Switch or the Thunderbolt, and I can take pretty much anything. So yeah, so he goes for the Volt Switch, and that still does a decent chunk of damage, even though I resist it and I'm specially defensive. And he switches into Aerodactyl. So here, yeah, he Mega Evolves, increasing his attack stat and his speed stat. And I just go for a Will-O-Wisp, I do believe, while he goes for the Ice Fang, and that barely takes me out. I just lived that, so that's great, but I do get a Will-O-Wisp off his physical sweeper, so that's already a great start for me. So the basic gist of the team is I want to burn as many things as I possibly can with Trevenant and with Arcanine, just so I can get a sweep off with one of these guys. So I switch in Metagross because he goes for I've expected him to go for the Ice Fang, but he goes for the Iron Head, but I resist both of those attacks. And even if he wants to go for an Earthquake now, because of the burn, I can live it and then proc the Weakness Policy, but he switches out while I go for an Agility. So he goes into the Magnezone, and I go for the Agility. So basically now I'm outspeeding a lot of his team, unless he has this Choice Scarf on it or something. But even so, Hidden Power Fire won't be able to take me out. I do outspeed with the Agility, and I can go for the Earthquake here, but he has the Sturdy ability, so he lives this attack, and he wants to go for Thunder, but he misses. So that's sad, and I finish it off with a Meteor Mash, hoping to get an attack raise, but I don't get it, but I do finish off the Magnezone. So he goes into Tyrantrum now, and I'm like, yeah, but Tyrantrum is Dragon Rock, so Meteor Mash is still super effective damage, so I can go for a second Meteor Mash here. And I get the kill off the Tyrantrum, so I'm having a little sweep here with the with my Metagross, so that's great. And now he goes into Infernape, and I am pretty bulky, and I'm pretty fast, so I can go for the Earthquake. But even if he would have gone for a Flare Blitz or something, I think I could have lived one and then still get the Weakness Policy proc. But so far, I only have the Agility boost and no Weakness Policy so far, and he's just not attacking me with super effective moves. So I can go for a Meteor Mash right here again, and that will also finish off the Aerodactyl because it is a Rock type and it's super effective stab damage. So yeah, it's looking great. I'm having a little bit of fun here. It's a good sweep. And he switches into Haxorus now, and yeah, I can still just do the same. So I go for a Meteor Mash again. Still not getting any attack raise, but at this rate, doesn't really matter. And now I finally get the attack raise, so that's great. He goes for the Dragon Dance though, so I'm assuming he was Focus Sashed, thinking that he could live and then go for a Dragon Dance. And yeah, he can go for the Earthquake right here, and because he's a +1 and not burned, of course that will kill my Metagross. So remember, even with an Agility, Metagross is very, very slow. So maybe some extra speed support or something, I don't know. But I switched into Akamaru because I have the Intimidate ability, so the +1 from the Dragon Dance is at least gone, so I can easily live an unstab Earthquake of this guy. Look at that. That's because I'm physically defensive. Akamaru is a beast, don't you ever forget it. So I can go for a Will-O-Wisp here, rendering this Haxorus useless again. And I do expect him to go for an Earthquake again. But I don't know, I'll go for the extreme speed here, because at this range I can easily finish it off. Haxorus isn't that bulky, and I still have 130 base attack, I think, or 120 or something like that, so an extreme speed is enough to take him down. And I get some leftovers recovery, that's awesome. So I'm back at half health, and in comes the Dragonite, and he wants to set up again with the Dragon Dance, so I just want to go for the Will-O-Wisp right here. I think so. No, I go for the Flare Blitz because I want to break. I definitely wanted to break the multi-scale so that my Mamoswine can come in afterwards and just finish it off with an Ice Shard. So yeah, he goes for the Dragon Dance, and I figured, okay, I'm gonna use this Intimidate later on, so I'm just gonna sacrifice something. And Treebeard was already close to dying, so I'm just gonna sacrifice the Treebeard. But he goes for a second Dragon Dance, so that's horrible. That's like, oh shit, now it's a +2, and I don't know if I can live it. So yeah, but now he decides to go for the Outrage, which is actually great because I can safely switch in. No, I can safely switch in Mamoswine or Akamaru for the Intimidate drop and get the burn off, I think, because with the Intimidate it's a +1. It's still locked into Outrage, and I should be able to live one, I think. So that's what I do. I switch in, and I want to go for the Will-O-Wisp right here, but I don't survive the Outrage. So that sucks. My dear Akamaru is going down, but now he gets the Confusion, and it turns out he has the Lumberry, so even if I would have burned him, that wouldn't have mattered, except that he would have been confused. So yeah, that sucks, I guess. I should have switched Mamoswine in earlier, but I do have the Focus Sash. So I live at 1 HP, and I can just go for an Icicle Spear right here. Now Dragonites are the reason, there are two reasons why I play Icicle Spear over Icicle Crash. One of which is the Dragonite, because of the multi-scale, it will only resist the first hit. But the second reason is actually I didn't breed Icicle Crash on it. But yeah, I finished the game off with the Icicle Crash, and well, yeah, good game, 2 times 4. I hope you get a rematch soon. If you guys like this video, please make sure to leave a like or a comment on this video, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. But until then, my name was Spockles. I bid you all adieu, a good night, and see you next time. Peace out.